Good morning, underrated. How are you? Thanks for joining. You up early this morning? How's it going so far? Oh, you couldn't sleep? Aw. I know how that is. I'm up early every day because I got to be to work at 8:30 every morning, so I try to get up early as I can to get this stuff done and get my day started. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. How you doing this morning? Are you okay? Feeling okay? Mm, so sleepy myself. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Thanks for joining. How's your morning going so far? Underrated. Thank you for coming back. How you doing? Underrated. I feel good this morning. Thanks for asking. Just sitting up here trying to do a couple things while I got a little time. So I got online. It's slow this morning for me. I usually have way more people than this, but it's okay. Uh, how's your morning going so far? You having a good morning so far? That's good. That's good. Mine is going okay also. Can't complain. Did you go live yesterday, Underrated? Oh, hey, good morning. I am. How are you? Thanks for joining. How's your morning going so far? Ooh, I am so tired. I'm tired. This crazy hair done. Oh, thank you. I am. Waiting on people to get in here. This is the slow. I've been here like 30 minutes and been sitting and sitting about to fall asleep on live today. Thank you. I need to get my hair done though. It's a mess this morning. I just haven't had time. There must be a lot of people on live today. I usually have way more people than this in here in the morning. Well, I guess it is what it is sometimes. I'm at work, so I'm just sitting my phone down while you're talking. Okay, I'm not really talking about anything because we don't have enough people, but I'm glad you're here, though. That was so nice of you supporting me. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. It is so nice of you guys. Yeah. Aw, that's so sweet of you. Yeah. Do you ever go live? I am. by 7 o'clock, I have lots of people here. And now it's like, maybe they somewhere else today. I don't know. There's a lot of people online this morning too. Lots of people online. Yes, it is. Wow. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. Underrated. It's never like this. YouTube do this, you say? No, not really. I have one. Oh, you did it once. Okay, I am. You mean YouTube do this stuff underrated? I didn't know that. Still learning stuff new every day, I guess. I didn't know. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm about to get off in a minute. I'm sleepy. I've been on here since 6:30, and this is not good for my channel. That they are some people. Oh, did they notification later? Well, sometimes not. Wow, really? That's sad. Why would they do that? I'm so mad. But it's okay. Wow, that's bad. Underrated. Good morning, Frank. How are you? Did you get a notification this morning, Frank, or you just see me online? I am sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. I just woke up and see. Wow, they're not putting the note. That's the reason why underrated. How's your morning going so far, Frank? That is bad. I'm so mad at YouTube. Why do you do that? It's okay. I'm still gonna smile, even though I'm sleepy. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. I was gonna talk about self-esteem, but I don't know. I mean, YouTube not putting the post notification on like they're supposed to, so people can be where they're supposed to be at this certain time. Now it's about time for me to get off soon. Not yet, but soon. I've been sitting here. Well, we're gonna talk about self-esteem to the people that's here. That want to hear. You know, everybody go through self-esteem. Everybody faces that. I know I used to go through self-esteem about having freckles on my face. I didn't like freckles on my face, so I wanted that to be changed. I did everything I could to go to the doctor to get them changed, but I have moles and freckles on my face together. And I always said, you know, when I was in school, people used to say, "Oh, look at her dot. She had a dot puzzle on her face." I was like, "Wow, people are talking about my face," you know. But as I got older, I learned to embrace freckles. Freckles is not bad, but I used to think I just couldn't stand them. But now, when people see me, they're like, "Oh, those are pretty. That's unique." So you know, I learned to embrace it, even though that was something that had low self-esteem about. I dealt with this for years, and you know, now that I got older, I don't worry about it anymore. I be like, you know, this is who I am, and people are gonna have to accept who I am and go from there. You know, it's a lot of people dealing with self-esteem in different ways. It don't have to be um, facial wise. It could be probably your size, maybe, or how you look, or all types of stuff. It don't have to be your appearance or something. It could be you think you're too small or you think you're too big. You know, I had never had a problem with my size until I got older. You know, I got a little bigger. I was like, you know, it's always something. And you usually, when you're dealing with self-esteem, you start usually fall short because you stop liking the person who you are. I never want to deal with that type of stuff again because I stopped liking the person who I was because of freckles. I thought that was the worst thing ever to have freckles on my face. I was like, ugh. But I learned to embrace who I am and accept who I am. If the Lord accepts who you are, you need to do the same thing. Look in the mirror every day, no matter if it's something that you don't like about yourself, still accept it. Because if the Lord accepts you, you have to accept it too. So I learned to accept the things about myself. What it says about low self-esteem is based on what you believe about yourself. You may have received negative messages from parents or your friends. Usually low self-esteem, it could come from your parents too, telling you you'll never be something in life, or telling you that you don't look good enough. Parents cause low self-esteem in people too, and they just don't know that, and it does. And also you can have it in friends or your spouse. Your partner can tell you, keep downing you about yourself, and you start thinking negative about yourself because you got low self-esteem of how you look or what you wear or how you dress or anything. That's because low self-esteem. So when we go through these things, we need to pray to the Lord about it. And always love yourself no matter how you look, how you think people are going to look at you, or how people are going to judge you. Let them judge you. It's okay because they're going to get judged in heaven. So if you don't like something about yourself, don't change it. Like I said, I always wanted to change freckles because I wasn't happy with the way I looked. I was like, this is not good. But as I got older, it started more and more started coming into my face. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I learned to embrace who I am and love who I am, because if the Lord loved me, I have to love myself. But usually a lot of people go through low self-esteem because of their parents. Some of their parents are, okay, thank you, underrated. Some of their parents cause them to have low self-esteem. And like I said, when you have a parent talk down on you all the time, telling you that you're fat or you're ugly or you're not going to be nobody. Hey, how are you, Kay for Life? Thanks for joining me. I'm telling you that you're not going to be nowhere or you're not going to get nowhere in life. That's when your self-esteem starts going down. And like I said, married couples go through the same thing. I'm doing awesome, Kay. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. You didn't have to be here, but you came. I thank you. Yeah, so we deal with low self-esteem from our parents. We can deal with it from our friends. Co-workers give you low self-esteem. You can deal with it from your husband or your wife. They can talk down about you. And then you start having low self-esteem about yourself. Don't let nobody make you feel worse. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about yourself. Always love yourself no matter what people say about you. You're beautiful just the way you are. If you with somebody that's going to always down you, you don't need to be with that person. That person is not right for you. That person is bad energy. We need to get away from people that gives us bad energy. There's a lot of people around give you bad energy. They're just not right for you. If they're going to down you about everything you do or talk about you, those are not good people. Those are people here on earth that's not going to be good for you. Be with somebody that's going to lift you up when you're feeling down. When you got low self-esteem, it's hard because I know I had it. And I know how it is to feel bad about something about yourself. Like I said, I didn't like freckles. I didn't want no parts of freckles, but hey, I have to deal with it because that was a part of me. If I changed that part of me, that wouldn't be me no more. So, like I said, when I was getting older, I said I wanted to try to get some surgery and try to remove these freckles. I didn't have as many as I have now. It was just a little bit. And as I got older, like when I got in my 30s, and when I got in my 40s, like I am now, they started just going all over my face. I was like, wow. So, it's nothing I could do about it because that's me. That's my character. That's who I am. So stop changing who you are for the world or for people, to please people. We're not here to please people. We're here to please the Lord. So if somebody is talking down about you and they call themselves loving you, those people you don't need in your life. Because like I said, it's just not people here on earth. It could be your relatives. They do it. Now your relatives does it a lot. They they down a person all the time. They don't want you to feel good about yourself. They always want you to think that you're not doing anything when you are. So don't let people down you. Don't let people talk about you, and don't let people treat you wrong. It says, when I fall, it says like this: when you feel lousy about yourself, that's low self-esteem. Don't feel that way about yourself. And sometimes you feel like you never measure up to other people. That's when you know you got low self-esteem. You're not good enough for people. If you ever feel that you're not good enough for people, you don't need to be with that person. Don't ever let somebody down you and make you feel like you're not worth nothing. When you know you're worth $1 million to the Lord and even more. If you're feeling lousy or you just feel like you're not just you just can't please nobody, you shouldn't be with that person. Stop downing yourself. Get some help for that. I didn't get help for low self-esteem. I just started feeling better about myself. I would look in the mirror every day and say, you know what? I am amazing. I am wonderful. I am beautiful just the way I am. I don't need to change nothing about me. If a person's going to love you, they're going to love you just the way you are. You don't have to change for people. If a person tells you to change for them, you don't need them. And you know that's not the right person for you. Everybody you think is there for you is not always good for you. So always remember that. Somebody say, oh, I got your back, and still talking down about you or hating on you. Those are not good people. If somebody's going to talk about you and make you feel worse than you really feel about yourself, then those people are not for you. Know the difference between good people and people just not for you. I mean, there can be a lot of people, you can love a person so much, but they're just not for you. They down you, they talk about you, they make you feel bad about yourself. So, I know how it is to feel bad about yourself. So don't let people do that stuff to you. Encourage yourself. If you got to encourage somebody, encourage yourself. Don't let people mess with your self-esteem, because they will. And when they do that, you'll feel hopeless. You'll feel like you're not wanted here on earth. You'll feel like everything you do is a fail. No, that's not true. That's what people with low self-esteem feel. They feel like there's nothing left for them to do here. They just feel so bad about everything they do. Everything they accomplish, it seems like it never works. But that's your mind telling you that it's not going to work, because you're so used to getting bashed on all the time. Not even just from your parents or family member, maybe from your spouse, or maybe just from social media. Now, if you're feeling that type of way about yourself, or about how people feel about you, get away from those type of people. You don't need to be around those type of people. Because if those type of people doing it now, they're going to continue doing that. It's not going to get better. Yeah, so don't worry about what people say about you. Just try to get away from that. You're a child of the Lord, and the Lord loves you just the way you are. You don't have to change for him. What people want you to do on earth is to change. Don't do what people on earth want you to do. Don't try to feel bad about yourself because people want you to feel bad about yourself. Don't say you're a loser. Don't say you this. Don't say you that. Say you're a child of the Lord, and I love myself just the way I am. Don't go changing yourself for people. That's what people want you to do. And when you do that, then they got you. And that's what Satan wants you to do. That's what Satan wants you to do. He's like to steal, kill, and destroy you. And when he steal, kill, and destroy you, he also works with your self-esteem. He'll make you feel like you're not doing anything, that you're not worth anything. You're just here for no reason. Hey, kicking it, how are you this morning? So don't let people steal your joy, and don't let people take your self-esteem away from you. I did for a long time. I just felt bad for a long time about my own self. Nobody didn't tell me that freckles wasn't cute. I just thought they was horrible. But as I got older, I learned to embrace it, no matter how I felt about myself. I looked in the mirror every day and said, you know what? I am going to embrace these freckles no matter what people say about them. But as I got older, people was like, oh, those are nice. But when I was growing up, I was like, these things is horrible. I wanted to get surgery and everything to remove these freckles out my face. But hey, this is a part of me, and I have to embrace that. So anything that you don't embrace, you need to start. Love yourself. Don't feel bad. Don't let people bash you. Don't let people make you feel bad about yourself. If you got a spouse that's making you feel bad about yourself, you don't need to be with that person. If you got somebody to make you feel like you got to prove a point to them, only person you got to prove a point to in this world is the Lord. People here on earth are always going to talk about you. People on earth are always going to make you feel bad about yourself. So don't worry. Hey, how are you? Kicking it. I'm hoping you're doing good this morning. Yeah. So we got to learn these things. Don't let people steal your joy here on earth. And if you're with somebody that's always down to you and telling you that you're not worth nothing, you need to run away from those people, because those people are not good people. That's bad energy. We don't need bad energy. We got enough of bad energy here on earth. We don't need nobody to help bring us down. Move away from people that make you feel bad about yourself. Family members does it too. They want you to fail. Half of the time, family members is the one that want you to fail. So when you're going through stuff like that, move away from that stuff. I am no one steals my joy. I just walk away from. Right. People make you feel that way. So many people give you negative. Yes, they do, Kay. They do it every day. But when we get around those people, don't let them steal your joy. That's what they want to do. When you get around somebody that is always bringing you down, make disgrace from them. Amen, Kay, for life. When you get around people that's always telling you that you look bad, or even, like I said, even these days, it's even your husband or your wife is doing it to you. They're making your self-esteem go bad. When you around somebody that's doing that to you, even your husband or your wife telling you that you look bad, that you're ugly, and they're bringing your self-esteem down, go away from those people, because if you don't, you're going to always feel upset about yourself. Hey, how are you, Chrissy? How are you doing this morning or afternoon or whatever time is it there? Hey, how to cook, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. So yeah, know the signs of self-esteem, low self-esteem. Like I said, I was never happy with freckles on my face, but I learned to embrace what I have on my face, because I'm here. This is me. This is my personality. Now, if I change something about me, I'd be different. The Lord made me who I am. So if somebody making you feel lesser than who you are, I'm glad you're doing wonderful. Thanks for joining How to Cook. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up if you can. Yeah. So if we're feeling bad about ourselves, we need to get over it. Don't be with somebody gonna down us. It's just not your husband. It's your family members downing you, making you feel bad about yourself. It's a lot of people doing that. You may have received negative messages from people. Don't worry about that. You can do it. You can get negative messages from your friends, your spouse, people at work, co-workers, anybody. Don't let them steal your joy. That's what they want to do. They want you to feel low. They want your self-esteem to go. Thank you, How to Cook. They want your self-esteem to go down. Don't let people do that. I just woke up. It's about 4:30. Oh, wow, Chrissy. I tried to get on a little. I've been on since 6:45. Well, really, yeah, about 6:45 I got on. Yeah. And mostly people, when they steal your self-esteem, make you feel bad about yourself. You probably try to get in a secluded area, and you don't want to be around nobody because you feel bad about yourself. Your self-esteem so low, you stop caring the way you look. You stop caring about your appearance. You stop caring about your appearance. You stop caring about how you dress, how you wear your hair. You don't care because you so used to people bringing you down so much. So you stop caring about yourself. Don't let people steal your joy. Don't let people take away your self-dignity. Always feel good about yourself no matter how you look. Don't let people tell you you're not good enough. You're good enough for the Lord. If you're good enough for the Lord, you're good enough for people. Don't worry about what people say about you. Because people are going to talk about you if you're brown, pink, green, yellow, orange, whatever. They're going to talk about you, whether you're doing good or bad. But don't let your self-esteem get in the way of that. Because people usually, they let their self-esteem get in the way of what people say about them. People are going to talk about you whether you're pretty or not pretty. Oh, well. Everybody is beautiful to the Lord. So don't worry about what others are saying about you. Don't let people drive you crazy. People will drive you crazy. That's what people are here to do. They're here to drive you crazy. They're here to bash you. They're here to talk about you. They're here to make your self-esteem go down. And when it go down, you don't want to be around nobody. You don't want to talk to nobody. You're just in that downward mode, and you don't want to get out of that. Yeah, so learn to be happy for who you are. Enjoy who you are. Look in the mirror every day and say, I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy. I like being who I am. I enjoy me. I am beautiful just the way I am. When you start saying these things, you'll continue doing these things. Don't let people bash you. If you got a husband that's bashing you, you don't need to be with them. If you got a wife that's bashing you, you don't need to be with her. If you got friends that's bashing you, they are not good friends. The Lord will never bash us, but people here on earth will. They'll make us feel bad about ourselves. Well, we're not. We shouldn't be feeling bad about ourselves. We should be feeling good about ourselves every day, each and every day. Don't worry about what people say about you. If you look a certain way, the Lord made you that way, and you should stay that way. Like I said, I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like these freckles. But like I said, as I got older, I learned to embrace who I am. If I change something about me, that's not me. You're trying to be someone else. Embrace who you are. If you're thick, be happy being thick. If you're skinny, be happy being skinny. God made you special. Everybody is special in their own way. Yeah, we all special in our own way. We don't need to worry about what people think about us. We're in this world by ourselves. We're not in this world for everybody. We're never going to be everybody's cup of tea. There's always going to be somebody going to bash you or talk about how you look or what size you are or what you're wearing. Don't worry about what people say. If we're in this world for people, we're never going to get nowhere. We're going to always stand still. We don't want to stand still. We got to move forward. Move away from people. Move away from negativity. That's what's in this world. And they want us to make you feel bad about yourself. And when you feel bad about yourself, guess what? The devil wins and you loses. Don't let the devil win. Get up in the morning every day, like I tell you guys on live stream every day. Tell the devil you are not going to steal my joy and put him up under your foot. Don't put him on top now. Now, if you put him on top, he still can see what you're doing. Put him on bottom. Put him on the bottom of your feet and keep on walking. And always feel good. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let people tell you that you're not good enough for people. You're good enough for anybody you want to be good enough for. You're good enough for the Lord, so don't worry about people. People are going to bash you every single day. There's somebody going to bash you or talk about you and tell you you're ugly or tell you you're this and tell you you're too fat or you're too this. Now, if a family member is telling you that, that's not good. If you got somebody close to you telling you that, that's not good. If your husband telling you that, that's not good. That's somebody gonna making you feel down about yourself. If you're feeling down, don't feel down. Get back up and start all over again. If you're feeling depressed, don't feel depressed. Get back up and start all over again. This world is so sad these days. This world is so evil these days. That's why the world is coming to an end, because there's so many evil things are happening. People are hurting each other feelings for no reason. And they're doing it every day. Just as simply just because of stuff. Reason why I say stuff is because of nothing. They're doing it for no reason. You get bashed for no reason. Simply because you're being you. Don't change who you are for other people because people don't accept you for who you are. Don't feel lousy about yourself. There's a lot of people feel lousy about themselves. Their self-esteem go down. Like I said, they don't want to dress up anymore. They don't want to comb their hair. They don't want to take care of their hygiene. Everything just go down because of what people say about you. If they talked about the Lord Jesus, guess what? They're going to talk about you too. We're not perfect people here. We will never be perfect, but we want our heart lined up like the Lord. Don't worry about what people say about you. If they talked about the Lord Jesus, guess what? They're going to talk about you. People don't care about you. But you have to care about yourself. Don't let yourself go down because of other people. We're not here for other people. We're here for the Lord. We're here to serve the Lord every day and look our best for the Lord every day. No matter if you don't feel like putting clothes on, put them on anyway. Don't worry about if you're sad. Stop being sad. Read the Bible and get up and do something about it. Sadness doesn't last always. Heartbreak don't last always. We always get back up and start all over again. If something we don't like about ourselves, pray about it. The Lord loves you just the way you are. You don't have to change for him. But what people do, they change for people on earth because people say they don't like the way they look, so they change. Never change for your man. Never change for your woman. Never change for your friends. Never change for nobody. Be who you are and embrace all who you are. People want you to change here on earth, but the Lord don't. Stop feeling worthy about yourself. Stop letting your self-esteem go down because of other people. Stop worrying about what other people say about you. If they talked about the Lord Jesus, guess what? They're going to talk about you. If they bash the Lord Jesus, they're going to bash you. If you think you're too small, if you think you're so too big, oh well, love who you are for who you are. Stop trying to change you. I did it for years. Like I said, I didn't like nothing about my freckles. I couldn't stand it. But you know what? I learned to embrace these things. This is a part of me. If I remove these things, that's not Trisha anymore. That's somebody else. So many people trying to be other people because they're not happy with themselves. You're not happy with within. You have to be happy with yourself. No matter how you look, no matter what size you are, if you're small, if you're skinny, whatever. Don't worry about that. We're not living for those type of people. We're living for ourselves. We need to learn these things every day and go by these things. Don't worry about what people say about you. You are beautiful just the way you are. You're amazing. You're handsome just the way you are. Self-esteem and get in the way of a lot of things. And not only get in the way of how you look or how you feel about yourself. Some people commit suicide about the way they look. Or they don't think they're good enough for the world. So they end up committing suicide because they don't think they're good enough for the world. You're good enough for the world. You're good enough for yourself. You're not living for the world. You're living for yourself. Why go in the world thinking you're living for the world? We're not living for the world. We're living for ourselves. We're living for the Lord. So don't go changing who you are. Always look in the mirror every day and say, I am beautiful just the way I am. I'm not going to change nothing about me. Everything about me is wonderful. Everything about me is beautiful. Everything about me is grateful. And I'm not going to be ungrateful because people want me to be ungrateful about who I am. Don't change your character for people. People change their character every day because their self-esteem is bad. I deal with a lot of people on a daily with their low self-esteem. Their self-esteem is so bad they start doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, cutting on themselves, abusing themselves, worrying about feeling worthless about themselves. Stop taking care of themselves. Don't do that because people want you to do that. That's called low self-esteem. You want to change, you want to be the next person. You will never be that next person no matter what you change about yourself. You will never be that next person. You still who you are. So why go change because that person is what that person is doing? You can't be that person. That person is who they are and you who you are. Love who you are every day. Stop letting people bring you down. Stop letting people steal your joy every day. If you let people steal your joy every day, you'll never get nowhere. We're in this world to love one another, not let each other feel bad about themselves. Yeah, let's love one another while we can. Let's build each other up. When we see somebody going through some changes and you know you can help them, build them up. That's my job. That's what I do every day counseling. I build these people up. Little kids are going through stuff. They should never have bad self-esteem about themselves already, especially when you're little. I can see older people going through that because they've been here in the world a lot. Now you see people, you see how the world is. They're bashing each other. They're talking about each other. They're just doing stuff. But little people shouldn't have to go through this type of stuff. They haven't even been in this world long enough to be even going through getting bashed on, getting hated on already. Now we know that we're being that we're adults, we're gonna go through this type of stuff, but we got to be the bigger person out of the situation and say, the devil, you're not gonna steal my joy. I am beautiful the way I am. Because you know who said that? You gotta tell these people, the Lord say I'm beautiful the way I am. And you look in the mirror every day and say, I am not gonna let people steal my joy. People let people steal their joy every day just simply because they're weak-minded. Don't be weak-minded. Don't be weak-minded. People want you to be weak and feel that you can't get nowhere in the world. You can be anything you want to be in this world. But you got to get your self-esteem together. You can't be anything you want to be in this world if your self-esteem, if you feel worthless about yourself. How can you motivate somebody else if you're feeling worthless about yourself? If you're feeling you can't do nothing? I couldn't be on here talking to you guys if I still feel like that something about me I don't like. It's always something that a person don't like about themselves. But don't go changing it. Just embrace it. Love who you are for who you are. Don't worry about what people say. If they talked about the Lord Jesus, my God, and people, they're going to talk about you too. Don't go changing something because you think people don't like about it. They're going to have to love you who you are. You're going to have to love yourself for who you are. People change themselves every day because they just simply don't like who they are. They simply just want to feel that they don't think that there's no reason to live. And it's a lot of people do that. When they got low self-esteem, they think there's no reason for them to live. They're never going to get better. They are lousy for doing everything they do, and they think they're a failure. They start thinking everything they do, they fail in it. Not so. You don't fail in nothing that you put your mind to. If you fail, you must want to fail. You want to get somewhere, continue on getting where you want to get to. Don't let people steal your joy because that's what they're here to do, is to steal your joy. If you want to do anything in the world, you go out and you go do it. Don't let your self-esteem get in the way because it will kill you when you let your self-esteem get in the way because you think that you're not good. Everybody you meet, you think you're not good enough for them. There's somebody out here for everybody. There's somebody going to love you just the way you are. You don't have to put on a show for somebody to love you. Be who you are. Stop trying to be who the next person is. If God made you the way you are, that's the way you are. If God made you with freckles on your face, that's the way you are. If God made you to be a little thicker, that's the way you are. If God made you to be a little skinnier, that's the way you are. If you want to change something about yourself, your weight or size, do it for you. Don't do it for the world. Mostly people do it for their spouse. Mostly people do it for their friend. Mostly people do it for society because they just don't simply like the way they are because people say you need to change. So when you listen to what people say on earth that you need to change, you start doing it. Don't do that. If the Lord say you didn't need to change who you are, then don't do it. These people on earth is not the Lord. They're just regular people like me and you. They're just regular people like me and you just want to bring each other down. That's what the world is. They like to bring each other down. They want you to your self-esteem to go down. They want to say that you're not gonna make it here on the world. You are gonna make it here on earth. We all gonna make it here. At some time and point, we're all gonna make it. But we're gonna make it in the Lord's timing, not ours. And guess what? He's always on time. He's never late. And anything that's going on in our life when we think that we can't do no better, the Lord got it. But you got to give it to him, especially with your self-esteem. Pray about that at night. Pray about it in the morning. Pray about it all the time. Let the Lord know that you're experiencing self-esteem problems. Let him know that you need help with that. And he will help you out. He's here to help you out. Believe me, he will. He will never fail for you. So start learning to love yourself for who you are. I love myself. Like I said, I never did. It was always something about me I wanted to change. But learn to love yourself. Yeah. Be good to yourself no matter who dogs you, who try to bring you down, who try to tell you that you're not going to be nobody. Well, you know you're going to be somebody. You know you're a good person. You don't need nobody to tell you you're not a good person because you already know you are. You know you're a good person. You know you're here for a reason. Stop letting people bash you and tell you, oh, you're horrible, you're ugly, you're a miserable person. Don't. Because when you do that, you start not taking care of yourself. When you don't take care of yourself, your appearance go down, your health go down. You start losing interest in things. You don't want to read the Bible no more because people told you you're not good enough for the world. So you start, all these things start happening. Don't do that for people. Live for the Lord. We are here to live for the Lord. Learn to love yourself for who you are, no matter what people say about you. Like I said, if they talked about the Lord Jesus, they're going to talk about you too. Always remember that. Always stay positive. Stay away from negative people that are going to make you feel bad about yourself. Like I said, it's just not in friends, it's in husbands and wives. They get negative people talk, their spouse talk negative to them every day. When you with somebody, a spouse that call themselves loving you, and he going to talk negative or she going to talk negative about you every day, then that's not a good person for you. I don't care how much you love them. If they're going to talk negative and tell you you're fat or you're skinny or you're hopeless or you're horrible looking, and you still stand with that person is not for you. They're going to continue on messing with your self-esteem, and sooner or later, you're going to dwindle into nothing. What I mean by that, you're going to just disappear. Because reason why you're going to disappear, because you're so used to people telling you something. And what I mean by disappearing, you're going to go in a little corner and not going to want to come out, because your self-esteem is going to be so bad because you're so used to your spouse telling you that you're not going to get nowhere in this world. Don't listen to people like that. People want to bring you down, and when they bring you down, then they win. Stop letting these people on earth win. All they are, have a shield on their face. They're just the devil. There are always somebody going to tell you that you don't look good or you're not doing a good job. If the Lord tell you you're doing a good job, don't worry about people here on earth. People are always going to tell you that you're not doing a good job. And when you're doing awesome, when you're amazing, people are always going to tell you that you're ugly or you're fat. When you know you're amazing to the Lord. Don't listen to people here on earth. That's what's wrong with the world. We listen to people here on earth. They're not going to get us to heaven. Only person going to make us get us to heaven is the Lord. See, that's the one we got to trust in. Don't trust in people here on earth. They will hurt your feelings. I know. Been there, done it. I know. I know. People are not here for the right reasons. People say they're for you, and really down deep inside, they're against you. They want you to fail. So when you get around people like that, move away from those type of people, because they're not good people for you. If a person wants you to fail, they're not good people for you. You want to be around people that's going to make you feel good about yourself. And when your self-esteem is going down, they can lift you back up. Not many people want to lift you up. They want you to stay down in that little dump part of your life that you don't think that you will ever get away from. But you will get away from that, but you got to want to get away from that. Don't let people steal your joy every day. Wake up in the morning, say a prayer to the Lord, let him know that you're glad that he woke you up this morning. Once you do that, get up in the morning, get yourself together, and say, devil, you are a liar, and you are not going to steal my joy today. Before I get online, I always say, the devil, you are a liar, you're not going to steal my joy. Because like I said, he'll come and he'll steal your joy And he'll make you feel like you're not doing nothing. When you know what you're doing, and the Lord knows what you're doing. So when you do that, you see how your life changed. But you have to mean it when you do it. Don't just pray one time and say, oh, devil, don't steal my joy, and then go back and bashing other people. Mostly people that does that, they do it all the time. They won't stop. They pray to the Lord about, oh, Lord, forgive me from bashing that person. As soon as before the day isn't even gone, you doing the same thing again to another person. So you wasn't being honest with the Lord when you asked him to forgive you from bashing that person or making that person feel bad about themselves. You wasn't truthful to the Lord. You was being really, really untruthful to the Lord. The Lord wants you to come to him being being truthful to him. Don't come to him with that fake stuff. The Lord knows when you fake when you come to him. He know real from fake. Believe me, if you're being fake to the Lord, telling him that you want him to forgive you for something you did to a person, and he know your heart. If nobody else know your heart, the Lord knows your heart. He's there for you always. Always remember that. Yeah. Low self-esteem is based on what you believe about yourself. If you believe that you're ugly, you're gonna feel that way. If you believe that you're not gonna get nowhere in this world, you're gonna feel that way. If you believe that you just ain't good enough for nobody, you're gonna feel that way. Put all that junk to the back burner. Don't worry about all that stuff. That's negative thinking. We don't want to think negative. We want to think positive about ourselves. And we want to continue thinking positive no matter what it is. Whatever you think is how you feel. If you're going to think negative, guess what? You're going to start thinking negative. You're going to think you're not good enough for nobody. You're never going to get nowhere in this world. I'm going to stand still. I'm never going to make it. I'm always going to be this size. I'm always going to look like this. When you start thinking that way, that's how you start thinking. Now, when you think positive, I am wonderful, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am handsome, I am going to do just what the Lord wants me to be, you start thinking that way. When you think negative, when you talk negative, you start thinking it. When you talk positive, you start thinking positive. Always surround yourself around somebody that's going to make you feel good about yourself, not somebody going to make you feel good about yourself. Because there's a lot of people here on earth going to make you feel bad about yourself. Don't surround yourself around people like that. Those type of people we don't need in the world. Get away from those type of people. Be good to one another while you can, while you still breathing, and don't worry about what people say about you. If they talked about the Lord Jesus, guess what? They're going to talk about you too. People don't care about how you feel. People don't care if you die today or tomorrow. They don't care. They're going to spit on you and keep on going like you was never here. So why worry about what people say about you? These people are not for you all the time. They're there, and then there's people are for you. You should know the genuine from the fake. And if you don't know the genuine from the fake, pray to the Lord and tell him and give you a sign about the people that who's good and not good for you. He will reveal it to you. The Lord will reveal good people and bad people to you. I get revealed every day people that's not for me and people who's against me. Everybody you come in contact with is not always for you. But people on earth always think the people that come in contact with them is their friend. They're not always your friend. So know these things, people. Let's learn these things and live by these things. I'm going to get offline. I mean, today been a very, very slow day for me on here. But I thank each and every one of you guys for being here. And I just want everybody to have a wonderful day. And remember what I said. I'm going to try to get on again later again if I can. If not, you guys stay blessed. Be good to one another. Be humble. Be kind. And have a good day. And like I said, I'll try to get on later if I can. If not, you all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your morning, day, evening, or whatever time it is. And don't forget to smile. Bye.